Greetings, most honorable listeners and masters of the martial arts. I am Travis,
I'm Chris.
and he's
And it is Big Los.
That's Big Frozen. And this is CTE, and this is going to be an experience for
you,
you.
you and me too.
I was sitting here and I was trying to figure out what to do as far as like music, what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm just gonna I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this. This is all about love today. Gonna let it be playing this and just talk about being thankful and love and all the good positivity going on in the karate world.
Karate world.
All right, that's enough of that. Because I mean, honestly, it's not really much to talk about. I was like, man, we can talk about a few things. Nothing really major happened. It's pretty much the end of the year, so it's kind of more relaxed. So we pretty much can just talk about anything over the next couple of weeks.
We can.
Yeah, and if you guys got some suggestions of what you want us to talk about, send them in to us. Send us to like a Facebook message or an Instagram message or something. Just tell us what you want us to talk about and hear our opinions on it. But before all of that, we are sponsored by the Virtual Fight Tour.
Yeah.
Last weekend was not this past weekend, but the weekend before that was Virtual Fight Tour 11. Battle of the Dojos, and we got some awesome fights on that. Make sure you guys, if you guys didn't see it this past weekend, you missed it again a second time. They re-aired it and played it through. So I don't know what to tell you. You guys just missed it twice. Y'all missed the paid version, you missed the free version. I don't know what to tell you. Y'all are
lacking.
Y'all tripping. Yeah, y'all tripping. And we also are sponsored by the Arctic Challenge coming up January 15th, 2022 in Warren, Michigan is the Arctic Challenge, first real tournament of the year. Get that rust off, get all that, stop being cold, get out there and compete on January 15th in Warren, Michigan. Look for Arctic Challenge. It's going through Mad Action, I believe. So make sure you guys go ahead and look for that. You'll be seeing some promos and stuff coming out real soon for that. Chris, Los. I'm gonna start with Los first. How was your week? For his internet drops out on him again. How was your week, man? How was your Thanksgiving? How was your, time?
Everything was good, man. Everything was good. Thanksgiving was good. We got to go up to Canada, go visit my wife's family. With the border and everything. This is only the second time we've been up there in like 2 years. So that's like a big thing because we usually go like 3 or 4 times a year. And big for her because she hasn't really been able to see them for almost 2 years. So it was great. My kids were happy. She was happy. So everybody's happy, which makes me happy. It was cool to be up there because I kind of get away and I really just slept, man. I just caught on sleep. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would go and I needed it. Like, you know what I mean? And I look forward to that because I know that's the only time that I'm really going to be able to just crash out and catch up on some sleep. So it was good. Real good.
It's awesome. You had some good chitlins up there. You put good.
Got some oxtail?
Nope.
Salmon.
Listen. So it's funny because what was it? Aki? You ever heard of Aki?
Aki?
Is it Aki?
Yeah. I think it's Aki.
It's like Aki, right?
It's like fish, right?
Yeah. It's I don't know if it's fish. It's actually like a I don't know, whatever it was. So again, this is my pickiness, right? So I'm thinking that it's like eggs because it looks like it's like eggs. I think it's like eggs and like some kind of like a fish, shellfish, something like that. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to throw this down. I throw it in there, and they explain to me what it is, and my wife is allergic to it. So I tend to try not to eat anything that my wife's allergic to. She knows not to eat it too, but I just don't, because I just don't want me to pass something on to her. I don't know how highly allergic she is to it. So that wasn't an issue, but it's one of those. So her mom was like, "So are you not going to eat any?" I was like, "No, I'm not." So it's kind of one of those. And then they started explaining what it was. I was like, "Yeah."
What is it, like a fruit?
Yeah, it's like
salt
a fruit
fish
or something. Yeah, it's like a fruit, but they cook it with like fish and stuff.
Yes.
Like a crab or something like that. Like, you mean? So I thought because it's like it looks like egg, like you mean like when you scramble an egg or whatever, that's what it looks like because you eat it for breakfast. Other than everything was good. I mean, basic Thanksgiving dinner without the yams, without the macaroni and cheese, without the collard greens.
So regular, but without.
Yeah,
it was like mashed potatoes or something.
Stuffing.
We had stuffing.
Yeah, they had dressing. I had stuffing.
Yeah, stuffing or dressing. Yeah, that was going to be the next question.
We had dressing, not stuffing. Sorry, dressing.
Okay. All right.
Their Thanksgiving is
October, right?
Right? Yeah, October, right?
It's in October.
Their Thanksgiving time, right? So,
yeah.
It's just different. It's a different culture, different country. Like you mean. So, like when I'm thinking Thanksgiving, I'm thinking I'm going to my Aunt Sissy house. Like you mean, Aunt Sissy house, she about to throw it down. Like how that's gonna go down. Like you know what I mean. So it's not the same, but it's cool. It was good food. We had a good time.
What's up?
All right, Christopher, how was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was great. I went down and spent Thanksgiving with my instructor. So I went to his house and I cooked for him and stuff, and me and the family were there. So that was nice. But we got to spend some time with friends and family down in Florida. So that was good. And that was about it. What?
Do you miss Florida sometimes?
I miss Florida all the time, man. I love Florida. Yeah. I miss the weather. I miss like the mindset, like when I train, like, yeah, I miss Florida, but I'm happy where I'm at.
You think you'll go back?
One day. I don't know what that looks like, but everything seems to be working and successful here. So I'm not throwing away opportunities for that. But, maybe one day I'll get back down there before it's all said and done.
Cool.
But yeah, I don't know where in Florida, but yeah, I'd like to get back down to the beach.
I think if I move, I want to move like to a beach area.
Yeah.
But I don't want to live like in a You
go to New Orleans?
It's not really a beach area there though.
You got beaches out there? Still in the Gulf?
I'm talking like ocean, like real, like the real beach. I ain't talking about
like Myrtle Beach.
Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach is nice.
Cali, the Cali coast out there. I really like
expensive.
It's expensive, I know, but bro, people figure it out.
I know. Oh, absolutely.
People that live out there
when I was there, no worries. But
like people figure it out. Like you know what I mean. So, that's one of the things that my wife was kind of it's so expensive. I was like, listen, but look at people we know that live out here and they figure it out. Like you know what I mean.
Right.
So, and then Florida, I don't know where I would like to be down in Florida, but definitely somewhere in Florida, but on the.
Doesn't Pennsylvania have a beach?
Every place has got a beach,
but it's not a beach. I wouldn't call it a beach. I think doesn't New York have a beach?
Every city's got a beach.
I was just saying, like, I'm just curious, like,
ocean.
I mean, Pennsylvania, that's on the Atlantic Ocean.
No, it's not.
Not Philadelphia. I'm saying Pennsylvania, the state. It's on the Atlantic Ocean.
No, it's not. Sure.
Yeah, man.
It is. I'm gonna have to look at the map now. You're gonna make me go look at the map. I don't think it is.
I didn't know Georgia was on the Atlantic Ocean. I didn't know that.
That's what Savannah is, though, right? Savannah's on the
ocean. Yeah. So I never knew that until I got here that it was that. Yes.
We have.
Next subject. How's your Thanksgiving, Travis? My Thanksgiving was pretty awesome, man. I first off I got to teach. Not much, but I actually put on a uniform.
I saw that. That was pretty dope. The Generations, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was. So that was kind of interesting. Just watching my dad, watching my brother, and then talking to some of the kids. They basically, as soon as I got that, one of the kids looked at my brother and was like, "How did you split yourself into two?" And I was just like, "Oh no, man, it's not." Gene was like, "No, that's my brother, man. I didn't split myself." But so it was that, and then Thanksgiving got with the family. At some point, there was a discussion about karate in the 70s and what it was like. And my dad and my uncle were explaining to Avery, so that was interesting. And then, you know, Friday we had like cousins night. So all the cousins got together and went out and had a good time. And then, you know, the rest of it was kind of chill weekend for the most part. Had some nice sweet potato pie and dressing. So I actually didn't eat leftovers until yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually did not eat leftovers until yesterday. I had
leftovers every day.
Yeah, no.
They're pretty much gone.
Yeah, no. So we still have leftovers now, and I actually had that before we came on here. But that was like I only really ate leftovers yesterday and today, so I'm still in that mode.
Yeah, I have some leftovers when I leave here.
I ain't got no leftovers. It's all
in about 20 minutes.
17 minutes.
17 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. So the karate world is pretty much at a standstill this week. I mean, because you know it's Thanksgiving. Super Grands isn't happening, so you know
what.
I mean, is it? I don't even know if it's happening or not. Like, is it happening this year? I have no clue. I mean, I wouldn't even know what to say.
There is a Super Grands?
I don't know. They had one last year and it was like 40 people or something like that. They said it was something. I'm not last year, but 2 years ago.
The YMCA joint.
Yeah, that was like, wait a minute. It was like it's yeah, man. It's
dumb.
Yeah, pretty much, man. I mean, if he resurrects that and gets that back up, that is some next level stuff there. But
it's done.
It's
done. We closed the NBL out. Let's just say that was like the times that we were in there doing it. That was like the best years, I think, and it closed out pretty much after that.
It started to go downhill. I mean, let's be honest. It did start to go downhill once the split happened in it was like 05 or whatever, 04. Yeah, it started to go down. And then you know, it just kind of whatever. But anyway, one of the things I thought about, I was like, you know what? Let's do positivity. Because you know, every show does, you know, what you want to change, what can you make it better, blah, blah. What do you like about what we do or did or that people are doing? Not in us, but just in martial arts, period. We can give the generic, I love the camaraderie or the competition or whatever it is, or the self-discipline in my schools, but like, why are you still doing this? You're teaching?
Oh, you talking about martial arts in general?
In general, plus we'll get to sport karate in a second, but just in martial arts, why is it still a part of you? Why do you still love it? Because you're not 12 anymore. You're not kicking and punching like you used to. You're not well, Chris is, but for the most part, when you're getting older, you're not doing it much. You're just pretty much just teaching. So, what is it that motivates you to keep going and keep doing this,
Chris?
Well, Chris, why are you still fighting? Like why haven't you gotten tired of it? Like, yo, what is it about it that just makes you want to continue doing it?
This is gonna take a weird turn. Karate saved my life, to be honest with you. So I come from, you know, humble beginnings. My mom busted her hump and worked real hard for me and did a lot for me and put me in karate because I was in a real for us, a real rough neighborhood and a real rough spot. So, and it was just me and my mom. So there needed to be some sort of structure and discipline in my life because I was a little wild as a little kid. So a lot of my friends, I've been in and out of jail and prison, and some of them aren't here with us anymore due to some violence and wrong choices and whatnot. And I'm one of the couple of us, very few of us, that made it out and did something. And I attribute that to the drive of my mom and my instructor, Mr. Smith, and martial arts. So for me, being able to do this and teach this and pass this on and maybe inspire somebody who's sliding down a wrong path to kind of find something for themselves and a way to believe in themselves is really the motivation of why I do that. I'm also a very, very naturally competitive person, whether it be in class next to a kid, hey, you're not going to kick higher than me or faster than me or whatever. So that's why I still compete. I got a ton of respect for the young guys who are coming out, and that's why I want to push myself against them just to see what the old guy can do. There's a ton of guys in my age group, and when I move up, if I move up into the 40s, that are there that are extreme talent that I have never fought before that, I want to do that with as well. So honestly, those are the reasons why I still do martial arts in general, and then why I kind of compete still.
What's up?
Interesting.
But everything you said, though, you can see, like, you mean, so it's like you can see that in you as a person that you are, how connected you are to the sport, and how much of an advocate you are, how when you're there, you're helping, you're being a part of it. Like, you're not listening to an athlete that's there just kind of hanging out. Like, you get right involved and you participate in it. So that's a true passion that you still have for it. That's great.
Thank you. Yeah.
Carlos.
Travis. In full transparency, I and not to sound corny, right? But I truly, truly love my ability to transform people. And
corny.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to sound real cliche, right? But that is truly, I feel, my superpower is to really help people become like their best, right? And become the best they can become, and transfer themselves into something better than what they were, right? So martial arts is a vehicle that's been a part of my life most of my life. So it's an easy vehicle for me to use. So when I speak to people and I talk about it, this is just the vehicle that I use right now, right? If I was to use basket weaving, or if I was to use sewing or whatever, it would be a vehicle that I use. So this has been a vehicle that has been impactful on my life. I've seen what it's been able to do for a lot of other people besides just the punching and kicking. So I take that part of it and I really emphasize that as my true passion and my goal for the families and people I have the opportunity to work with. So as far as the competition side of things go, I enjoy competition. I enjoy, my comrades and people I was around. I enjoy, fighting, as you said. It's kind of the basic thing that most people feel about competition. But I would say I did not love going to the events. No. Right? So because I didn't love going to the events, I personally don't look at taking my family to those events, because I don't see. It was a lot of waiting around, a lot of wasted time of our day. Like, and then you spend all this time and you get there and your time is up in 30 minutes to 45 minutes, ideally, depending on how well you do. Right. So I shifted my focus kind of away from the competition and more onto the development and the growth of people. Still keeping a high standard of what we do, but that's really been my true thing. That's what
I'm just going to ask this. Do you know how to weave a basket?
Do I know how to weave a basket, like basket weaving?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
Oh. You know how to sew?
I do not.
Can you, Travis?
Uh,
I can do anything. I can do all things through this Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Oh, this guy. This guy. What's your passion? What's your positive commitment to it? Are you still training?
No.
What are you doing martial arts related besides like our network and our show and things like that?
Not a damn thing.
Why is that?
I don't know. I mean, I've been since I was a kid, I've always had a love-hate relationship with martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of the things I always disliked was I never wanted it to be what defined me.
That
it used to annoy me that if I see somebody I haven't seen in like years, first thing they bring up is, you still kicking and punching? And I'm like, oh, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. And I think that ultimately probably is what drives me to do so many different things, is that like I've always wanted to be the jack of all trades type, the Renaissance man, that type. But I remember back in like 2004, 2005, 2000, it was 2004. I decided to start. I had came back to karate because I had stopped fighting for a little bit. That's why I always took breaks. Like I would go away and come back, go away and come back. And I came back in 2004 to fight. And the young lady I was dating came to the karate school, and it's the first time she had ever saw me like fight. And she just kind of just came to the karate school, sat down, and watched a spar. And then like when it was over, I came and sat next to her, and she said, "I've never seen you like that." And I was like what? She was like, "You were in your element. It's just like you were happy. Like you were out there competing and like fighting and throwing punches and kicks. You just had a different vibe about yourself, right?" And that has always been like my sanctuary. But no matter whatever happens, I go back to it. Like in 2017, when I started going through the divorce in end of 2016, beginning of 2017, I went back to karate because I was like, that was who I was before anything else.
You know what I mean? Like that safe place, kind of like, you know?
Yeah, that was 100%. Me. That's who I am, right? So to me, at the end of the day, karate's home, right? Like that's, it's a family thing. Dad, uncle, cousins, brother, nephew, some more cousins just started. Like it's just family. Like I just found out that one of my other, I don't know, second cousins, third cousin, I don't know, one of my dad's cousins was a black belt. Like he got his, I was like, oh, wait, what? I didn't know he got in there and he was doing that. So like that whole thing of not, just figuring this stuff out, like that's just family. That's just home. And I think part of maybe why I don't compete is I was living in Atlanta and it didn't feel like home. And if I go to DC, places I went to, it didn't feel like home. So it wasn't home. It wasn't me doing martial arts. It was me being around people and training with people, but it wasn't home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's probably why I don't, have anything to do. So me going back last weekend and like helping my brother out, it was, it was nice. Going to the karate school. Yeah, going to the karate school where my cousins were training at, and I walked in there and they were sparring and stuff. Felt more like home on a Friday night, just talking to my uncle, sitting there talking or whatever, watching my cousins and everybody out there training and stuff like that. So it was just a different feeling. So for me, I guess that's more what I guess I love about martial arts, because it's just family. So
you guys, you both came up in a different culture than I came up in, right? You guys came up in an active martial arts, not just competition, but just in general culture that was missing through my time. Like, you know what I mean? So I didn't have that embedded type of 1000% connection to it. You get what I'm saying? Because I had the culture around me. It was just really just me, like,
Right.
So I just look at you guys and a lot of people like yourselves, Jody, all you guys have a culture that's been around you guys for a long time, which is actually pretty a blessing when you think about it.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, Johnny doesn't really want to have anything to do too much with sport karate because it's like it's a waste of time. So the question I was wanted to ask,
but he's still passionate about training and being a martial artist, right?
Yes, 100%. But I had a question about, you said you didn't like going to the events, and was it mostly just because of the?
I didn't like it. So as I got older, I realized how much time I was losing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? When I'm younger, it was different. Like, you mean in my 20s, it probably was different. But when I was going back out in my 30s, like, you know what I mean, and even a little bit in my 40s, I'm looking like, man, I sat here all day, or I've already competed, and I'm waiting for all my guys to do their thing. And when they do their thing, that's 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops, maybe. Like, you know what I mean? Right. And then we're waiting again for anyone that's moved on to be able to do more things for themselves. It's just a full day, right? And then I started thinking, like, again, as I got older, because it mattered more to me. Like, we're going to all these amazing cities and we never get a chance to actually see them.
Yes.
Right. Because no matter what, for the most part, our circle was always sometime in the nighttime finals or doing something in that. Like, you know what I mean? So it wasn't like we were all done at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and now we can go enjoy whatever city we're in.
Which we should be.
But in that time, though, most of us had somebody that we're either we were in that next level of fighting, or someone that we were, and we were there to support them, right? So, So, and then that doesn't happen until 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Now, all you got is maybe the hotel lobby or club.
Yep.
Yeah, if people got dressed in time.
Exactly. So somebody like a Ricky Murray, that dude would take forever. But yeah, so that's I think that's what kind of waned on me as I got.
You valued your time more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I realized I can't get it back.
Yeah. And that's one thing I've been saying. That's why people, when I've told people, I've said, hey, I don't like nighttime finals. I can't stand it. Like, if you could run it through and we're done by 5 o'clock, that means I have a long time. I go see something. I can get something to eat.
Yeah.
You know, and honestly, in my opinion, the juniors, the adults should not be ran on the same day. Like, or just they just shouldn't. The tournaments at this point, it's gotten to a point where maybe adults should have their own tournaments, juniors should have their own tournaments, or black belts should have their own tournaments, underbelts should have their own tournaments on different days. I know it's not efficient as far as
Saturday,
money wise. Yeah, I mean, like, Saturday is all them, Sunday is all them. Let's go. I just don't think. Yeah, I just don't like that. I think there's a lot of things that are inefficient. Like we were talking about judges. One of the things that, like, how do you really manage when you are an instructor and you're taking your students to the tournament and this is their first tournament and the promoter wants you to help out and judge. And now, but you got kids that you need to look at and say, hey, look, I need to do something, but that promoter needs judges for some reason. So how do you manage that type of thing? To be honest with you, I think that if you are a promoter, I think that, that means you're more than likely you have your own school. You probably shouldn't be the judge, but you should send 2 black belts to be the judges, right? So every person who has a league, every event that is on that league should send 2 judges to be judges at least. I'm not talking about I'm talking about locally, because I'm not thinking nationally. Nationally, you just need to pay some people to be judges and just be your judges for every event, and they go to every event and they're judges. I mean, that's just logical. That's what it needs to be. If there are, if there are fees to be a member, those fees probably should go to being to the judges for the year. I'm just saying, it makes sense.
Did he just get controversial?
I'm trying not to. I'm just saying, hey, I'm starting with love here. I want to do this whole thing with love, but I was just thinking that because I'm showing love to the sacrifice that an instructor has to make trying to judge for them, and they got some kids there who have no idea what to do.
Parents don't know what to expect.
Parents, it could be a little bit much. And now that I'm on the other side and I'm not looking at it from the standpoint of a competitor, it just makes more sense. But it is what it is, man. What else? Anything else that you love about? So before we did say we're gonna share our love. What do you love about sport karate, or loved about sport karate, besides just, hey, I like to compete?
I honestly enjoyed I hate this again. You said besides
cliche. I was gonna say the same thing.
It is the competition. It is that mono, like I'm trying to beat you, you trying to beat me type of I believe I love the competition of it, right? And then off of that, I love the relationships that I had been able to build from it. Like some of my best friends and some of my most connected people are from the martial arts world, right? And our competition world. So to me, that is invaluable to me. As far as one of the things I was able to take away from it. Like, forget all the wins and losses or whatever, championships, non-championships, belts, all this, like the relationships that I was able to get from it. That's what I think I love probably the most, outside of the competition. But I can't say competition. So there.
Chris.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. The camaraderie, the teammates, the family members, pretty much that I've gained over the years. I mean, for us, we've been rocking some of us for better part almost 2 decades now. You know what I mean? So like, we're in each other's weddings. You know what I mean? It's just it's a big thing for us. So I mean that's probably my favorite part, other than getting in there and punching and kicking. But
yeah, like what else? I mean, if you can't take that away from it, what else is the love about it?
Right.
Okay, I'll give you an example.
I love my uniform. Like, you mean I love my belt.
I'm about to give you an example. Of
give me an example, because
I do have another reason why I do love karate.
Oh, I got one.
Well, I mean, again, for me, without being, I guess, decent at something, I don't think I would have had a chance to see the world. I don't think I would have had a chance to go see the country. I don't think I would have had the opportunity to do that had I focused maybe on Odyssey of the Mind or whatever else, acting or whatever. I can't sing, but choir, music, whatever. I think the ability and the gift that I had with the work that I put in for it, it allowed me to see. I mean, just literally to see the world. The continents that I've been on, all the things that I've gotten to do. I as the little poor kid, I don't think I would have ever had that opportunity. So that's another thing that I'm truly grateful for, being able to have that opportunity.
There's a few things I loved about it. I loved walking in and beating somebody and watching them lose. I know that sounds crazy, but I loved saying I'm better than you by beating you, right? I know that's kind of wild and kind of just mean or evil, but it's something about it where you're like, bang, you're that side is cheering against you, and now I just shut them all up. I love that. I love that feeling of, I loved going into Cincinnati and the whole gym is screaming against me, against Ryan McGriff, and then I beat him, and then I'm looking at like, what are y'all gonna say now? What is there anything for anybody to say at this particular junction? No, you can't say anything. Shut up. Like, that part of it just felt great. Like yeah, okay, there's nothing else people can say. I loved going into Chicago. And as soon as you walk in, Butcher screams Chi-Town, and then everybody on my side starts screaming Detroit. And we're in the hallway in registration. It's not like we're in the actual gym. We're in the hallway in registration. As soon as we walk in, that's what's happening. That energy that comes from it. It's nothing malicious. It's just a competition part of it, right? Love the traveling.
So just going back to what you said, though, that's what I talked about when I said the culture. Right. So you love that culture too, of what that was. When you saying you're going to Cincinnati and you got all of Cincinnati going against you, like, I never had that. Like, you mean, like,
yeah,
the most I went to was like Ohio. Like, you mean, it's like, it was against me, but that's not like going to Cincinnati. Like, you mean, and like, you going to Chi-Town, that's a whole different thing. Like, you know what I mean? I never really had that. Like,
they didn't cheer against you in Canada.
Nah, they like me up there.
They
like me most places I've gone to.
But I guess I wasn't talking, so I didn't talk a lot. So I just kind of just sat there. I would just show up, be quiet, and so until I got in the ring, then I'm screaming at people and hitting them hard. But other than that, I was just kind of quiet. So I guess people, he's a jerk, he's mean, whatever. I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, you were always a more of the nice guy smile, and then you just take somebody's head off. It was just is what it is. But the other thing I
wouldn't
really
say anything either. I never talk. I never talk trash to anybody. Like you would.
No,
never
you didn't. Yeah, you didn't talk trash.
No.
But you were personable. You talk to people. You would have a conversation. I would sit there and wouldn't say anything. My uncle would talk, and everybody else he would be talking to him, and I'd just be sitting there, and then they'd be like, "Yo, you have not said anything in the last hour." And I'm like, "I don't want to talk to you. Like, it's not like
I got to say.
I got nothing to say to you."
Right.
But the other thing that I love is, and it revolves around losing again, is watching somebody lose. Maybe even more than once, but when they finally break through and start winning, the joy that they see from that because of all of the hard work that they put in, from them just trying and getting that, I love that portion, that measuring stick. Seeing people who we've seen people who just are trash, and the next thing you know, over the course of the years, they're standing on the podium, they were on overall grands for something. You're like, yo,
nobody else was there.
No, I would give you a person who I thought who was not good, right? And he rose up and he actually became really good. Jared Liker. Jared was not good when he used to when he was. I was watching him like I don't think he got it though.
When he's doing forms?
Yeah, when he was doing forms. No, come on. Yes, when he was doing forms. I didn't think Jared was that good when he was doing forms. I did see his progression, and he started winning, and he looked a lot better. He looked a lot better, and he was winning. And so I thought you see that progression for Jared. And seeing that progression was something that was cool.
Who was before him? Who was with him? And who was after him?
Hey, brother.
I'm just asking.
Hey, Chris. I'll let you answer.
He asked you. He didn't ask me.
Yeah, exactly. They were black belts.
I think what you're saying is like you enjoy watching him experience being on top, right? You enjoy watching that transition for him.
He improved.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's something.
But that's the point. I'm saying, like, I'm not saying he's all time great. I'm just saying watching him improve to becoming and learning his way into becoming a champion, and just watching that. That's what I was just saying. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, again, I mean, we remember the Lakers from NBL. So
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, I'm just like, yo, I don't, but seeing him improve, man. And figure it out. It's one of those things I enjoyed watching. I'm all about the love today, people. I'm all about the love.
All about it.
It's all about the love.
All about the love. Positivity. Too much negativity out here in this karate world.
Yeah. Where is the love? Jared, what you should have played, man. I knew you was out here giving free hugs. I like it.
Exactly. I'm giving
free hugs. Like just like
free hugs.
You know what? Everybody get a hug.
Everybody gets hugs, I'm not a mean guy. I'm a nice guy. Everybody gets hugs, all right?
Everybody get a hug. I got one. This is a good one. This person might get a hug. Like
anyway. Y'all have anything else y'all want to talk about as far as this topic?
I don't. No, I think love is an important thing. And gotta love what you do.
Absolutely. That's how you get successful at it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Chris, did you still want to talk about that topic?
No. Yep.
What topic?
No.
Why you always got topics y'all want? Y'all be like, nah, we're not gonna talk about it.
Trav wanted to be positive, so I don't know if we can stay positive with this topic. So I don't want to like.
Is it time sensitive? Like, should we do it next week? Or
I don't think it'd be that long. I mean, because Chris had something he wanted to talk. I mean, he said something about. I was like, yeah, we could, but
something about what?
It's just about should promote his job.
You said shit.
Should.
Oh,
should. Oh. You just said it.
Well, because when I first did the podcast with you guys,
first what you gotta do, you gotta take your mother leg in the mother head.
My ears.
Well,
my religious ears. Oh,
I've grown since then.
but no, basically saying should promoters be judges?
What else? I mean, what else? You can barely get black belts to be judges.
Agreed.
That was his topic.
That was it. I mean, it was like, we got. Worst case scenario, starting off in the nighttime show. You have judges that have been judging all day. Why not put them in there and let the promoters just hang out and relax? I don't know, man. I just want to see. I want to see that transition. I'd like to see the promoters being out of the rings and out of the judges, and just be there to promote and support. Maybe, I don't know, promote.
I mean, honestly, they just need league-wide judges.
Agreed, and that eliminates that.
End of it. Yeah. Honestly, you don't technically have to be a black belt to judge. You should be, as long as you know the rules, you can point to which side point. What's a point? What's a kick? What's a punch? What's the actual target area you're hitting? You don't really technically need a black belt. You can have anybody be a judge. You just have to train them up and then evaluate them so they can become better and better and better and better. So when they have
some sort of penalty system or consequence system when they do make bad calls, and then you got to reassess.
You get paid more when you're on this level. You get paid more on this level. You get paid more on this level. I mean, it's just simple. It's not rocket science. It's just a desire and will to do it. Because if you're taking membership fees, honestly, there should be a reason. There should be something that membership fee is going towards. And what is it? The end of the year banquet that they get.
I think they pay for that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they pay for the banquet too.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I've never done one, but I think they pay for their jackets and pay for their banquet.
I don't know, man.
Or whatever they get now.
I'm just saying, like,
breaking news.
What happened?
Jamal is engaged.
Oh, that's not breaking.
Oh,
you're not in the group message where we get the picture?
Ooh. Can we have this conversation?
Los, you ain't never in no group chats.
All-Star great.
I didn't kick you out.
I kicked him out the All-Star.
I got no control. I'm not an administrator, bro.
Yeah, they kicked me out.
You kept putting us in all kinds of old things. Yeah.
They got rid of me, Trav. They kicked me to the curb. Like, this old dude don't know how to do group chats, so they got rid of me.
That's why you had different. Like, you were the one who was causing all the different threads.
I guess that's what they kept saying. I didn't know I was causing all different threads. I have an iPhone like everybody else. I don't know how it's me, but I guess it was. Yeah.
No, he'd be split.
No, I didn't get that.
We gotta have a TVA stepping in and like, nope.
Gee. Well, feel sorry for you to learn this way.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. I've known for a while.
Yeah. It's just breaking. Did you post it on the social media now?
Yeah, I just saw it on Facebook.
Well, congratulations, Jamal, on your engagement.
Is it engaged or married?
Engaged.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah. All right. There you go. On your engagement, Jamal. Congratulations.
Jamal and Jamie, congratulations, y'all.
Yeah, there you go. I guess you got to plan another wedding to go to, huh, Chris?
Yeah, kind of where that was going earlier. I didn't know if they had put it up out other than in the group chat, so I don't like to spoil anybody's that. Yeah,
well, I just saw it Brad.
Yeah, no, that's why I said okay, yeah, it's on social media. Good.
Hey, man. Yeah. Well,
congratulations.
Hey, I guess. Hey, breaking news.
How about that? How about the Wolverines Ohio State? What'd you say? Oh, you got it too?
Yeah, Jamal is engaged, people. Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
Yeah. What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, breaking news. No, Brian Kelly, Notre Dame's head coach, is going to LSU. All right.
Okay.
There you go.
So what's up? Who are we sponsored by?
The Virtual Fight Tour.
The Virtual Fight Tour.
Arctic Challenge.
Arctic Challenge.
Arctic Challenge
coming up.
Yeah, so
Let's
there,
go. Let's go.
There you go. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Let's get out of here, people. It's all about the love, people. Oh yeah, sing it, music. Sing it. We will see you guys next week. Probably have another short one. We're gonna do. Wait, y'all want to do end of the year awards this year?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be getting ready to do the end of the year awards. We'll be setting that up. Yeah, we'll probably doing announcements about who is in the running of the end of the year for each one of the divisions for the main awards. All right, so we'll do that and give some love to people as always. All right, we'll see y'all next week. Talk to y'all next week. We are